Guys, please subscribe and help the channel get to 100K. Welcome to my FANS Wethu TV. It's the AFCON qualifiers. Uganda 0, South Africa 2. I'm joined by, you know who I'm joined by, the only fan with a PhD. Kechami.
Stibo, how are you, my
Matsiba,
brother?
Matsiba.
What's Auckland Park, and greetings to you, Stibo.
Yes.
Also greetings to Mudau. The other pivot in his abstention. Yeah, no. You can use your left ear to understand what he would be saying.
Yes.
Lately he's been cooking. Yeah, they said he must talk, and then now that he started talking, they don't like it.
I wonder who that is.
You know, Stibo, if we are to talk about it, remember people play different roles in life. Yeah. And for the mere fact that you see people not doing other things, it doesn't mean they're incapable of doing them. But it just means they allow the other person to shine.
Yeah.
You understand that today I was talking about I rather dedicated the game or the day to one of the South Africa's greatest legends of football, in Dr. Khumalo. I'm talking about a former legend or a player whom Samuel Eto'o said in his own words, Dr. Khumalo, had he played in Europe or born in Europe, would have easily won the Ballon d'Or. It's so disappointing. I'm talking about a man who had a romantic affair with football. A man who could kiss the ball even hands. Yeah, in an international friendly against Denmark, that's what he did. He was romantically involved in football. He kissed the football. I shapaka lamza. Kibua ka munno na shkono shapa valance imeti striker kom kokotong wampa box. Kibua ka the likes of the legendary, or may his soul rest in peace, Phil Masinga. Yes. Whom in his days was defined as Inkomo, as you see the likes of Mahopa today. Yeah. But anyway, if I would say kibua ka ngukana no kara hakiwika game ya today ya Congo le Mzanza Africa. Yes. Again, let me start by giving all my flowers, and I'm talking about expensive flowers, Meauti, to, I think, in my own analysis, the best coach after Clive, in Hugo Broos. I mean, I'm one of the first people, if not the first person, to say Hugo Broos was the best of the best. When he started leading this group of guys, this is what he did. He chose those no-names players, those players that we take for granted, and he introduced them in Bafana, until those who had big names, by the way, wanted to play. I mean, he's a left wing as they come, with a devil-may-care attitude to hood. He's very good. He's very stubborn, and he reminds me of myself at some point. I'm talking about Hugo Broos. Yes, I stick to my point, and I don't want to be loved. I know very well that I'm not money. Even Jesus Christ himself, he was sold lies. Unfortunately, because he was the Son of Man, he knew that the very same people will crucify me. The same as myself. I don't want to be liked for telling you good things. Yes. That's why a lot of people, they would leave me, because I'll tell them the truth. I'm not a respecter of men. I tell you the truth as it is, whether you like it or not. This is precisely the same thing that I said about Tito Patrick Maswanganyi. Yeah. A lot of people said I'm overhyping him and stuff. Yes. And the best is yet to come. This is nothing. It was just a glimpse. In fact, yes. In fact, Dr. Hugo Broos just wanted to introduce him slightly by slightly. And it's not even halfway through him. If you've got a PhD, you'll understand who this boy, $1 million pass, diagonal pass, we isako sighting. Yeah. I mean, he couldn't reign us Liena, $1 million pass again. But again, the ability of Patrick Tito Maswanganyi to read space. This is what I was talking about. He's not your typical number 10. He's got a mentality to overcoach. He can read play inside Zadiwa. He passes himself. Remember, this is what he does again. He passes the ball diagonally and he spots a space in the guy attack in the box. Or this is the place that I'm going to go in. And he goes directly there. Again, what you talk about, the reading of the game again from Royan Reyners to understand or let my weaker foot give me my stronger foot's ability to put that ball rightfully, and what a pinpoint pass. But look at the pass. Look at the trap. Look at the trap.
360.
Apparently, fans are saying I should give him a PhD in passing.
Today.
Yeah, but I won't give him a PhD in passing for now.
Why?
It's not as easy as it comes.
Reyners.
I'm not talking about Reyners. I'm talking about Tito Patrick Maswanganyi. I won't give him for the trap. I'll give him for the 10.
Okay.
It is the 10 for me that is a PhD more than anything else. Remember, when you 10, it means you must anticipate the place that you're going to 10 to. Rusobui about Hoshapa, those defenders.
Yes.
I mean, what a finish again.
Bottom corner.
Because remember, you can do all those lovely stuff, and the finish remains very crucial. For me, I was very impressed even during the week when I saw the first 11. I mean, not the first 11 rather, but I'm talking about the squad, Hugo Broos, lead Dr. Hilman Mkelele. I mean, you talk about from the bench, everyone. You talk about Ngeza, and according to me, I say he's the best center back in the country. You understand? And again, if you check his money value, it does tell you who he plays in Europe and is one of the best, if not the best. Expensive. I mean, money doesn't lie. And I spoke about Ntobin Vala. For me, the best center back, and I said it, I've been saying it for many times. Ntobin Vala, he's the best of the best. I don't want to talk about the fact that he cost them almost an invincible. And again, that day I was very happy from a Pirates perspective to say they won't play me in the final. If hadn't Tobin Vala, and I still say was there in that Nedbank Cup final, it was going to be something else. But I don't want to talk about that because some other people, because they're emotionally illiterate, they rather forget that we make references. Remember, when I make reference about Tuesday, on Wednesday, it doesn't mean that I'm not taking care of Wednesday, or neither do I not appreciate Wednesday. It only means I am referring to other games or other matches. But I'm not here to babysit Banababanyani. I'm not here to babysit old people. I don't have time to buy Pampers for old people.
Yes.
I don't have who cannot understand that football is an opinionated game.
Right.
I will say that's why I always say this. I don't have a problem even if someone was to tell me who the milk is red, as long as you give me substantial reasoning to eat.
Yes.
But ninkampoons, dump cops, and latalatas of this world, each time you say something they dislike or something that they do not agree with, they consider you a hater or a fool or it. And again, one other thing, and I'm the only person who's qualified to say this.
Talk about it.
And let me talk about this to these young boys who are coming. When you're having a conversation about football, rather swear at me. Stop including parents and including kids in terms of in those. I had to pass through that. But you talk about Makgopa, who then was giving us, he was playing a very crucial role because he was allowing all our players to keep a shape. In keeping shape, it means they are not so attacking. What they do, they allow Makgopa to just make those runs in front when the opposition is having a play. Let me tell you what they do, the South African players, Hugo Broos. Each time they consensus Makgopa is making that run to defend the player.
Yes.
They now attack those players that the opponent is going to give the player. They act as if they're not going to press. And this is what resulted into a goal. If the first goal, if you remember, that pressing, you understand, that pressing resulted into a goal that allows Tapelo Morena, who's for me, I don't know if he should be played as a winger because he plays very well with Khuliso Mudau. And for me, without you having to ask me, my man of the match, and I know it won't make football sense according to other people, or why would I not give to someone who scored anyhow? But I give it to Khuliso Mudau, class of his own. He was very good. I'm talking about he was very good. And to be honest, like I said, even in the last game, I said Khuliso Mudau, he's those kind of right backs or those full backs whom are very good when attacking. You saw how he was attacking today because we didn't have much work in terms of defense. Again, I have to talk about Tito Maswanganyi. I'm talking about a player who was chosen by players to be player of the season. And again, for him, he is very crucial when he can play on and off the ball, but this is what he can also give you when we are more on attacks. He can even give you score. Remember, Tito Maswanganyi does not rely on scoring, but he relies on people who are there willing to score. As I was talking about Dr. Kumalo was one of those few players. That's why we became so successful. Let me tell you, Dr. Kumalo enjoyed or celebrated a pass more than a goal.
Doctor.
Yes. He enjoyed a pass more than a goal.
I see.
This is the kind of players that we're talking about in Tito Patrick Maswanganyi. He scores when there's no one to pass. If there was someone there to pass, because you need a PhD eye to understand that. If there was someone, remember this kind of play, it goes with your character again. Having to carry the players and understanding that for me to shine, you need to deliver a pass. The Dr. Kumalo that I'm talking about, and don't be provoked if I'm over hyping him or talking about him today. But I'm talking about a player who gave us a pass into going into the World Cup. I'm solely relying more on talking about a pass because a pass, it allows football to be played. But what do you say about Dotley? Quality.
Yes.
You talk about Mtoimvala, quality. Mudiba, quality. Obas, let me tell you, Obas was supposed to be on the bench today, but he was given a chance 2 games prior to this ones because Talent Mbata was injured.
Yes.
And this is what I talk about when I talk about the seriousness of an individual to cement his place. And this is what he did. Obas made sure that he starts the game. Because remember the coach, I did say that the coach does not select players. Players select themselves as they are playing. Per their play. You understand? This is what Obas did. A normal person or any other person would have preferred a more of talent Mbata than Obas. But Obas' performances in the previous games showed that he should be there. And he gave us a good performance. You talk about Mukwena, a class of his own. You talk about Reynas. He's really proving that Ikren Reynas, he's proving to be the future of South African football. And let me tell you this, because I'm the only person who's allowed Hubalidi Tele even in front of the camera. I'm the only fan in the whole world who has got PhD of being a fan. And I am there allowed to speak such. Let me tell you something. In the past, it's about time, and it's been long that us, and I'm sorry to speak from a Pirates supporter's perspective.
Yes, talk.
We understand that this is, we are an old team, a matured, and we've grown into this game. We understand that each time Bafana plays, we carry the whole team. We understand it's Bafana playing. But to find some South Africans not supporting our own players, one of the likes of Tito and everything. I mean, they are busy eating humble pies as I speak, and they should be celebrating. You find that we don't understand that we are a nation that should be progressing to the next level.
Yes.
But you find that our own is busy criticizing our own. Chief, the Dr. Kumalo that I'm talking about, I did not celebrate. I liked Tebu Homuloi more than Dr. Kumalo. But because I understand this is a national thing, it's a national monument, it's a national team, I had to support the team. Even when Kaizer Chiefs players were many, even when Sundowns players of recently are many, I am now saying, let's support them. You understand? The very same way we've been supporting, but it's about time some of us will not keep quiet. We understand. We had majority of Mamelodi, and I don't care. People from Mamelodi Sundowns who understand football and who understand unity, they will not dare have a problem with me or an issue with what I'm saying. But my point is, let's embrace this Bafana. It's our team. These are our players. Let's groom. Stop this thing of saying if I criticize someone, then you say, because you support Pirates. If I criticize them, it's because we can see this thing. Like the same thing we've been saying about a lot of players. Themba Mshishi is one. We were supporting him. Unfortunately, he's injured. Who's a better player to replace him? It showed today. This guy, Odalango Greece. We are very happy he's here. And why? To show that we don't even love ourselves that much. There are a lot of players who are not selected. Remember, Tito didn't start the game. This guy was number 12.
Yes.
Odalango Greece.
Yes.
it tells you that we still have many players who can still play that position and many players who can still play football. But because we don't love ourselves enough, we even want to go to Brazil. And what are you saying to other players who are willing and hoping to come into the squad? You understand? Now the likes of Tito Maswanganyi, some other platforms criticize him for his looks. Who are
those platforms?
Does it make football sense? I mean, those
who are those platforms?
The people that qualify for them, if the shoe fits, will fit. I know it somewhere. Who don't understand? We are not in a fashion show. You understand? We are not. No. On my way here, I was told to run some stupid podcast that was saying that Tito Maswanganyi should not be the face because the details are higher. I said we are not in a show here. We are not looking for Mr. South Africa. Go to Maps Maponyane if you want your Mr. South Africa. We are playing football here. You understand? Yes. You cannot come here and telling us about looks. Who are you? You understand?
Who's that host?
We are some lata dumb cops. I'm yet to Google them. Are they
that irrelevant?
Very irrelevant. They don't qualify.
Next show. No.